NFL, you gotta prove yourself, bro. You got championships.
Man, I don't care about that.
Every day you walk into that, you leave this big ass house, cause we in your basement. And I ain't even been to the fourth floor yet. Walk in, still 10. This is Steelers two-time Super Bowl champion Mike Tomlin they're talking to. So that's the voice that you hear right now. That's Shannon.
I create comfort for my wife and kids, man.
I create comfort for my wife and kids. That's what he just said.
Just lay my head down here until it's time to go to work the next damn day. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I create comfort for my wife and kids. I lay my head down here and I get up and go to work each and every day. I know I got to get up the next day and go to work.
Resist comfort. Ask my guys to resist comfort, right? Guys that played for me, they can tell you. One of my sayings, I got a lot of sayings, is don't seek comfort. Seeking comfort is a natural human condition, right? We all
don't seek comfort.
I want to be comfortable. I realize if you got special outcomes, that you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Yeah. And so I've just trained myself over the years to resist comfort.
If you want special outcomes, you have to resist comfort. Special outcomes don't come in a comfortable zone. And that can come in many different ways. But this is Mike Tomlin. He's on, this is called the Pivot. He's on this. He's a guest on this show where you got Shannon Crowder and a couple other big names here in football that they kind of split off from I Am Athlete. Now they got this show where they're interviewing, some of the top athletes and coaches, and I really appreciate their perspective because, they bringing things to light, man, in a certain mind, a mind frame of how to think, man, about being successful. Because even though it's sports, they drop gems, man, that they can translate over into our lives and help us be successful. And man, you don't really realize, how champions and winners think unless you're around winners and champions. And so this is LeBron James is very big on this, is like running from comfort. And that can come in many different forms. And honestly, man, I think that you guys, if you're watching this, man, you need to you become the top 3 people that you hang around. And that's who you're listening to on the radio, that's who you're reading about in the books. Or Facebooks or Instagrams, wherever you're getting content, man, whoever you spending this time around, it don't have to be in person, but you become the top 3 people that you hang around. And it is important, man, to get around strong-minded winners if that's what you want to be. But if you want to stay complacent, man, and you always want to feel comfortable around the people that you're talking to and that you're dealing with, man, by all means, stay where you at. Don't listen to this video, man. Go do what you was gonna do. But I promise you got to be around winners to win. And there's no way to get around that. And what I mean by that, sometimes they ain't always winning monetarily, but they might be winning in their mindset, man, and the things that they doing and helping out here in the community, man, because it takes a lot to make it out here. And you need some guidance, man, on how to get there. And coaching is one of the ways to get there, man. You can shortcut your learning curve, your earning curve by having some coaches, some mentors, some people to listen to. And man, and some stuff might rub off on you, like this here. This is a gem right here, man. Mike Tomlin said that. Mike Tomlin done sit here and said that resist comfort. Don't seek comfort. He says, I create comfort for my wife and kids. I resist comfort. Seeking comfort is a natural human instinct. You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Appreciating my resume is seeking comfort. And this is a 2-time Super Bowl champion talking like this here. If he's running from comfort, what makes you think it's okay for you to get comfortable? It's not. And so this is even a growing moment, man, that I've had to reflect on even in my life. It's like, okay, so hey, you okay, good. You done did a couple things. All right, cool. You gonna relish in that? Or you gonna get up out there and make it happen again? And so, and I'm also a big rap fan too, man. So I listen to a lot of these youngsters. It's this guy named Pooh Shiesty. He say, man, I'm not trying to hear about nothing you did in the 90s. If you really about it, get out here and get active again. And so a lot of people like to relish in what they did in the past, man, about, oh, I done did this, I done won this. Okay, cool. What you did today, though? What you do today? And so that's a a trait, an aspect to pick up on and carry forward with you as you're moving throughout life, man. Because the day you get comfortable in your business, the day you get comfortable in your relationships, the day you start getting comfortable is the day you lose. And so, um, stay on the grind, continue to get better, continue to pick up new skills. One of the biggest skills I've picked up on here recently, even for myself, man, is that I realized that I had a very big gap in professional selling. So, of the past year, I've been selling every day. Each and every day, I've been learning something new about sales. I've been trying to get better, man, and picking up new things to add to the repertoire of business. Because the man who knows something knows that he knows nothing at all. There's more to learn. There's more to go out there and get. And yes, it's tiring. Yes, man, but things in life ain't supposed to always feel good. Man, life is not about always feeling good. It is perfectly okay for you to be upset, for you to be angry, for you to be in a, and I mean not like towards your family, but towards like the way to what you want things to attack things with a vigor. Things ain't gonna be always comfortable. It's not. Life is not comfort. Always smiling, happy. Ooh, that's a moment. You gotta continue to try to get to the mountaintop each and every day. It's a grind, and I don't think you should see it as any other way. Because that's man, you got to get out here and get it. But Money Making Mondays, the morning show with Cliff and Cliff, the only talk show, only show where we talk construction, business, sports, family. And I think you got a healthy dose of those. You're doing all right. And so, good morning, good morning. Ah, man, I love it. I'm happy that you're listening to this morning, getting your Monday off to a great start. And yeah, man, if you're not willing to make no investments in yourself, who's going to want to make an investment in you? So, man, that's just some game that that you don't always get, man. You gotta start to surround yourself with winners. I'm doing that each and every day. Trying to reach out to some new friends I never met in this business, and just trying to build that network, man. It's an all out grind. You know, business is a full contact sport. So, but man, I wanted to get into next here is what would Cliff do? WWCD. And so I got this clip here that I want to show you. Um, I got this clip here that I want to show you. I'm getting a text message from the office. See, somebody's at the office. I think it's Singer. So I'm gonna just pull this up here but I'm gonna pull this clip up here, and this is actually from a homeowner who has hired a contractor, and now they have had an issue. I'm going to pull that on up. Okay. It says, so this is from this a year ago, and this is actually in Indy. So this guy, okay, this is from the client's standpoint perspective, talking about the contractor that they hired. They said, so this is a Facebook post. It says, so this guy just made a new Facebook page. I will not rest till he makes things right. He will take your money and not pay his third-party contractors. He tell me he tell them that you didn't pay, and then they come after you. Do not use this guy. So what has happened is this homeowner has hired a contractor. They've paid the contractor, and the contractor has not paid their subcontractors. This is a very sticky situation, and this happens more often than what you think. A lot of people don't speak up on this, though. They just kind of pay up or do what kind of needs to get done, or they get liens put on their house. But I'm about to give you some game today on what we've done and what you can do in your business to prevent this. So if you're a GC, or maybe you're a painter at this point, maybe you have to hire a drywaller, but this is something that you can sell to your clients in the sales process if this comes up. And so I'm gonna drop that game to you right now. And I'm gonna keep reading this post here, but it says, OMG, he did me like that too. So I guess this comment here, the comment on the original poster's post, they use the same guy, and he did the same exact thing to them. Funny enough, why didn't they post about that earlier? This person probably could have got saved. But anyway, how do you prevent this? How do you sell this to your clients to make sure they don't get scammed like this, or they can feel more comfortable with you? In construction, they got these things called lien waivers. And so whenever we're working with the subcontractor on a project, and we pay them, we make sure that they sign a lien waiver. And so what that does is it protects our clients. What that means is it states on our lien waivers that, hey, I've been fully paid, and that I lien all claims and waivers that I might have against this property and its owner according to this project, you know? And so what they did is we tell our clients that, hey, we got these lien waivers we have in place, and it prevents, any of our subcontractors from coming back on you and saying, hey, they never got paid, because that's a condition of payment with us. You got to sign this document. And so, man, that's some game that a lot of people don't know. But I tell you what, it separates the men from the boys in this contracting business. You know what I mean? These are things you got to have in place if you out here contracting and you trying to run a business. Because again, business isn't always nice. There are a lot of con artists out here looking to get over. And we're constantly, even at the level that we're at, we're constantly getting the jokers out their deck, There's so many stories I can tell about that. And I promise you, I got many stories coming. I got a segment on here we got called Stories from the Site, baby. SIS, Stories from the Site, where I'm going to be telling you about all the things that are kind of happening on our job sites, man, and some of the stuff you wouldn't believe. But in the course of normal day contracting, man, these type of things happen more so than what you would ever know. And so, but there's always a solution. There's ways to get around things. But lien waivers. If you want a copy of the lien waiver, write me in the comments below. I don't mind sharing that with you. And matter of fact, I'll make sure I put it as a resource on our website eventually, but I need to know if somebody wants it. So if you're out there and you're trying to protect your clients and you're trying to take that next level in your contracting business, it's a step-by-step process, man. In construction or any business, it's kind of funny. I was listening to somebody the other day and they were like, man, I wouldn't have been good in my business if I wouldn't have lasted a whole year. And it's kind of funny to say just a year, right? Because many people don't give themselves an opportunity to last a full year in business because they think that they're going to have everything day one. And really, business is like walking up a set of stairs for the most part. You're not going to have everything at the beginning. You just need to take the first step. Okay. All right. You got enough strength to make it up that next step. Climb that next step. Make the right move. I think where people get caught up in business is, we live in this microwave society where, people want every single thing right out the gate. Oh, I gotta have this. Oh, I gotta have that. You gotta make do with what you got. Like right now, kind of starting this show, I want the best camera, and so for me, I have this camera is what I got. I don't think that you can tell the difference, but I can definitely tell the difference. And so you're not gonna have it all on day one in your business. You got to just continue to add piece by piece by piece, and eventually you'll have all the pieces to the puzzle put together before you know it. But if you give up trying to go to a new industry, trying to do this, trying to do that, and quite frankly, sometimes I get caught up in that. That's something I got to fight daily, is the bright, shiny thing that comes up and that you want to do. But staying true and fast to what what you already have established, man, could do wonders for you and your business and your life. Always starting over is not good. But yeah, lien waivers is definitely the way you want to go with that stuff, man. A lot of feisty characters in this business, especially the construction industry, as you may know if you're out here contracting. So, next thing I got, the IB, baby, the industry breakdown. And this week I want to talk with you about the housing market. So if you don't know already, my fiance and I, we've been looking to buy a house, we're finally at that point in our relationship now in our life to where we're ready to take that next step together. And the next step for us is that house. It's just kind of funny enough that the kind of housing industry, the way it is right now, we were looking at last year, our situation would be completely different, which is funny how things flip so quickly. But we've been on a house search since maybe, I would say, this is July. We've been on house search since at least June, I know for sure, if not May. But just kind of seeing how things are kind of shifted in the market, man, it's absolutely nuts. And I was telling somebody, honestly, it makes my outlook on the industry and as the real estate as a whole kind of shaky, man. It's like you're seeing these things in the market that are making you go huh. There are houses right now, literally in our market, that homeowners maybe have bought in 2018, 2017, 2019, maybe haven't made one single improvement to their house, and the price of that house is doubled. It is absolutely doubled. So if you're talking about a house that was maybe 180,000 in 2018. Um, People are wanting that same house for 310, 300, 290. And so that's uh that's absolutely ludicrous. And the funny thing is, I'll tell you the scary part is that people are paying that. People are absolutely paying that price, and they're happy to pay that. They're even going above asking. And so um, I know that the market, and I haven't been around long enough to kind of feel how it felt in 2008 when that housing market came into place. But just thinking about that, I was talking with I think it was one of the guys that does plans for us. He's an architect, and he was like, "Man, I was a real estate agent in 2008." He was like, "It was on fire for a hot second." Then he was like, "I couldn't sell a house for 2 years. I had to go get another job." And so he was like, "Man, it just like the bottom dropped out overnight, you know." And I don't think that that's going to happen with this new market that's currently happening, and I hope it doesn't happen. But the bottom drops out, and people lose a lot of money that they got into these houses. You're hooked on a mortgage for 300,000 on a house that's now only worth 250. And maybe this is the new norm. I don't have a magic ball that I'm reading into, but maybe this is the new norm. Is this something for us to get used to? You know what I mean? We're seeing record high inflation all across the board. As I talked last week about, people are feeling it at the gas station. They're feeling it at the grocery store. Every single where you turn, you're feeling into getting new clothes, at traveling. I think we talked last week. We live in Indiana, in Elkhart. There's a couple RV plants that are looking to close down and lose all their employees. And then, in the midst of all of that, in Indiana right now, there's a 2% unemployment rate, which lets me know two things. People are hired. There's still a lot of money floating around, but at the same time, there's a stark contrast between the bottom of the bottom of society. You know what I mean? I hate to describe it like that, but kind of right below median people. I don't know how you would say it, but people at the bottom and the people at the top, man, there's a stark contrast. There's a lot of people out there hurting right now, but at the same time, a lot of people are making money. 2% unemployment rate here in Indiana. That means, like, I think the statistic was like less than 78,000 people are unemployed. That is not that many people. That means everybody out here is pretty much accounted for. That people that want a job got a job doing something, whether it be Uber Eats, to FedEx, to Amazon, to working their careers, to being self-employed. Everybody got a job right now, man. Shout out to it. But the media's pushing this narrative to where we're in this recession. I know they're pushing a recession, trying to make the federal interest rate go up crazy, but I don't think that's gonna stop nothing right now, man. People got a lot of money and they out here trying to spend it. And so, my best advice right now, man, is continue to hone your craft, do what you do, get better at what you do. And you can continue to increase that pay of whatever it is that you do. Just continue to get better at it. Um, so yeah, this is a quote. I can't remember where I got this from, but I'm gonna lay it on you. It says, "Men need to be involved in personal growth. There always has to be purging, the killing of oneself, and a rebirth of a new and improved you." That means a lot. That absolutely means a lot. What are you doing each and every day to get better? Are you learning a new task? Um, are you refining the things that you know how to do? Or are you just sitting complacent, like, hey, I already know how to do that. I'm going to chill out and just, like, relish in what I got. That's cool to take a moment to take a day or two to say, hey, this is what I know. I appreciate this stuff here, and letting that be that. But man, you want to always continue to get better at whatever you're doing, no matter what that is. Again, like I told you, I'm really learn sales here. We've hired a consultant this year to work with us, and that's been almost like night and day. I wish I would have done this a lot sooner. Um, but yeah, it's kind of funny. I was on Twitter the other day. It's this guy named Carlos Miller. He's a comedian, and he was like, "Being cheap is gonna keep you complacent." And that made me chuckle because it's like when we first hired this consultant, they wanted a large number, which seemed large at the time. But at the same time, they've improved their business beyond what, and I say the information that they provide us, but the legwork that we put in has absolutely made a tremendous difference in our business. And so don't be afraid to make investments in yourself, investments in your business, and most importantly, investments in yourself. That's the best investment you can make, I think. And then leveraging that, whatever you invested in, to make some money for yourself and your family and your business. So continue to evolve, continue to improve, because your team relies on you, your family relies on you, and your business needs you, and most importantly, you need yourself. So, man, that's Money Making Monday with Cliff and Cliff here. I hope you have a great start to your week. I'm gonna get on off here. I got to get to work. Many things coming, so stay with me here. I got some more game coming for you. More, whatever you want, I got it. All right, getting on off here. Peace.